now that I've met for 3 years running, and it's one of the best things about this event is for the people and made by the community as well.
Absolutely,
and now we're going to be seeing some action firsthand now. Soin and Jens are ready to go, guys. Let's get to it. Hello, citizens of RaRaLand 2024, with our first round of 8 match here between Soin and Jens. Jens, of course, the Chilean player who's traveled all the way to be here at this event, and Soin, of course, the ORC player from Korea as well, having made his journey here too. We are in for a treat, guys. Both of these players are insanely talented, and Jens, you know, he is especially hungry. I think he just came through a really tough series against Scars, and now it's time for him to knuckle down and get through this first round match. So Soin here opening with a pretty standard approach here. We've got the Blade Grunt, of course, which is very, very common. We're getting a nice view of what the Orcish buildings look like here. Peons hard at work, of course, as pair. And Jens, he is a big fan of the Keeper. You know, he rarely seems to play the Demon Hunter, really doesn't favor that hero in particular. But against Orc, I think Keeper is a pretty good option. Usually you get an early expansion, and you can go for a different variety of units, like the Mass Ancient of War units, or indeed the Ancient of War units as well. Peon trick being used really nicely here. You see that Troll Berserker running off to the side being a little bit annoying, and the creep there actually getting denied by the Ancient of War. Jens losing track a bit, Ross.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Keeper decides to go after the Grunts. The Entangle is pretty gnarly versus the Grunts, so as long as he doesn't lose too many Grunts early, he'll be doing well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the first PO kill there, getting some some applause from the crowd there. Soin here actually going for really high pressure, which is really interesting to see. The second Moonwell here for Jens being cancelled already. He is going to be supply blocked for a really long time. And Jens, he actually went for Entangle first, held on to that skill point and didn't take the treants to creep the camp. And now Soin is actually going to lose that first Grunt, I think.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of damage. Oh, nice deny, well done.
Nice deny.
Yeah, very nice. He's doing a lot of early damage.
Yeah, Soin here coming in sharp, of course, losing that Grunt, but delaying Jens heavily here. He is super supply blocked right now on 20 supply. And Soin continuing to be annoying here, actually. Going to get that second Moonwell cancel again. And Jens, he's trying to continue this pressure here.
Oh, he's blocking in now.
Jens is trapped, actually. Jens is trapped Soin's Blade Master in the base. Oh, this could get gnarly here for a second, guys. This looks...
Will he get him out, yeah?
Yep, Soin's trying his best here to fight out, which I think he should be able to. Oh, another Entangle comes up.
Got cancelled, yeah. Jeez. Oh.
No, it doesn't keep him locked in.
It's close.
Yeah, really fun, action-packed early game here right now between Soin and Jens. We knew this series would deliver. And we've already seen so much action already. Soin here, I think he could be quite happy with what he achieved. The Keeper isn't creeping. There's no second Moonwell still for ages yet. There's one coming up soon, finally. And Jens, he's forced to go for tech. No aerial expansion being planted and no hunts for the longest time now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Soin capitalizes on that bit of a lead he's got himself there now. So where he goes back and starts harassing there. Looks like he's going to go creeping.
Yeah, the Blade Master here is quite hurt, actually. Still going to choose to tank some more damage on that guy. Hopefully the Keeper never shows up, but Jens being forced to play super safe will choose to do that. And Soin is able to continue creeping scot-free, which is good for him, obviously. Decent items as well. We got the Ring of Superiority. Circlet and Dust, of course, was bought earlier on as well. So the Blade Master is looking pretty decently stacked so far for this early game.
Yeah, looks like there's going to be another bit of a skirmish here in 2 seconds. Be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah, this is an important moment here. The Keeper needs every bit of experience possible. Soin here getting a nice little tree kill. That's 20 XP going his way. And the first Huntress is finally joining the field, but Jens, it feels like he's losing control of this early game here quite significantly. The Grunts are going to finish up the Turtle in the background. Really nice by Soin.
We got the Moonwells now regenerating at the moment, so every bit of damage he does on the Keeper and units is going to, in the long run, it's going to favour him another deny.
Second deny though by Soin though, keeping that experience on that Keeper down. However, sure, he denied the experience, but also bear in mind that is 2 dead Grunts. That does not bode well for Shadowhunter creeping on tier 2. We do have the Beastry, and the Spirit Lodge, we'll most likely see the early Wind Rider just to help the Shadow creep a little bit more and propel him towards that desperate level 3 that is needed. Shaman, of course, amazing against the Keeper in particular, purging the summons, purging away the Entangle. And yeah, he's going to need that to come online as soon as possible.
The Blade Master still doing interfering with the Elf's production there at the bottom. He's going to keep on trying to distract them and try and keep the gold level down, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah, the Blade is always on the lookout for that Tree of Life, trying to prevent Jens from expanding here. Jens does actually get away with this camp, getting the last creep there. Yeah, level 4 creep also going towards him. Pretty nice XP in total. Pops the big mana right away, keeps on creeping. Okay, pretty good use of the potion though, it has to be said, but will be sorely missed for later.
Yeah, I think the Blade Master just lost a bit of sight of the Keeper of the Grove there, so he's trying to find him now, trying to slow down the creeping, but yeah, he's back at him again.
Nice mirror image usage there, making sure that the Blade can't get in to steal the creep. Of course, did Jens with that Entangle. Oh, Jens taking quite a bit of damage here, but does secure the level 3, which is of course absolutely crucial right now. Still holding on to that skill point. We'll see if it is Mass Treants or the level 2 Entangle. And it will indeed be Dryads. Dryads, pretty common unit these days for Night Elves to go for. Perhaps Elves feel it's more consistent nowadays to go for such a unit instead of the Mass Tier 1, which feels very vulnerable to high-level Orc heroes. And Jens, I'm not sure this is going to pan out too well for him. This expansion is ridiculously safe. It's built within his own walls. He's going to need to get Nature's Blessing just to move the thing across, and that's going to take a really long time.
Yeah, we'll see how well he fares. But I think he's got Wyvern coming in. So that'll be a good counter for the Huntresses. And the Panda's not being able to level much with the Blade Master around.
Yeah, the pesky Blade always being so irritating, of course. We all know the pain of facing that hero in our own games. And yet, level 2 Treants was actually selected by Jens, so that will help the Panda creep somewhat. And of course, Drunken Haze is really good for that as well. But Soin, he has done a fabulous job just keeping the Elf under pressure the entire time. And the Shadow Hunter is already level 3 before the 8-minute mark, which is absolutely crazy. We're most likely going to see those level 2 snakes as well, which are also potent against the unarmored units of the Elf. Nature's Blessing as well, coming into effect, but of course that tree is just so ridiculously far away from the expansion. I'm not entirely sure if Jens is actually ever going to get this expo up, as he's soon to face a lot of pressure here. We do have more Dryads coming out, but Soin is ready to fight and brawl, and he's got those level 2 snakes.
Yeah, the Ancient War is coming out now and trying to take a bit of damage, but I don't know, once those wards start coming up, if he doesn't get them early, he can start accumulating and causing a serious amount of damage.
You're absolutely right. The more the Snake Pit develops, the more dangerous it is for the Elf to try and venture into that area there and just get obliterated by all the piercing damage. Soin, for now, content to just take care of buildings, plant down more snakes, of course, but the engagement will begin here. The Dryads immediately getting focus fired. That first one goes down. Panda in a little bit of trouble too, who has absolutely no items to his name. Might be an easy target. I think Jens thinks the only way out here is hero focus on the Blade. Oh, the Panda gets away, extremely low health, 29 HP, very close there.
Wisps after detonating an awful lot in the heroes. This should kind of slow down the wards a bit.
Yeah, Shadow Hunter now actually out of mana completely, which is good obviously for Jens. He needs a little bit more time here. But the tree, it's barely even begun rooting, it's just started entangling now. And in the meantime, Jens' base is disappearing fast.
Yeah, the Blade Master pretty low. I think he's kind of out of the fight for the moment. Let's see, maybe get a nearby shop up. Might be worth it.
Yeah, Soin here, I think, is quite content with what he has done. We've got the expansion coming up behind for him as well, which is a very common play. He leveraged his early level 3 Shadow Hunter perfectly well. A little bit of a dicey situation though. The units are being caught. Wait, the Serpent Ward of Soin is blocking his own units a little bit here. Not ideal. More Treants being summoned, of course, as well.
Scroll the healing pop there as well.
Yep.
Blade Master back into it.
Quite a big investment there for Soin, since the fight didn't actually carry on. Having to pop that scroll early, but at the end of the day, if it's what was needed, then he did what had to be done. Soin buying a little bit more time here. Expo finally fully saturated, and Jens hasn't even begun mining from his second gold mine, when normally the Elf always has the gold lead.
Yeah, I'd say Shadow's is fairly low in mana. It's going to be hard to continue this push with both heroes. Both heroes, one low in mana and one low in health. But he's going to go for straight for the gold mine.
Yeah, gold mine is a decent idea, but Jens here, he has no option. He is forced to fight. Kind of a little deny there on the Huntress. It doesn't mean too much at the end of the day. I think Jens here is seriously on the back foot here right now. Soin with the economic advantage, of course, looks really, really strong right now. And he feels secure even though the Shadow is completely dry of mana. And the Blade, of course, could be focused. There is hero focus now onto the Panda. The Panda gets the TP transferred over from the Keeper though, so he will live to fight another day.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's another... That gold mine's going down as well.
Well, actually, let's change target now. We're going straight for the tree. The tree is the new target there for Soin, and that one will fall super quickly. Even with Nature's Blessing, you've got the Blade and the 4 Raiders there, man. That is too much damage for the tree to handle, and it goes down. Jens not only supply blocked, but is down another base now. This looks tough for him.
Someone showing how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, you could say that for sure. I mean, Soin here with a super solid game from minute 1. And Jens, I think he just never really recovered from that early harass. We didn't see that in the previous series from our other orcs. But Soin here making full use of the Blade Master early on and just harassing the elf relentlessly in the early game. And Jens just not able to come online whatsoever. You could say the player cans now concentrate heavily on the game. Jens here hoping to keep his tournament hopes alive, of course, in this game. Looking kind of down and out, but we'll see if he can mount some sort of comeback. Soin though, he looks firmly established right now.
At the end's looking like he's going to try one last effort to come back into it, unless someone finds those wisps. We'll see.
Yeah, 7 wisps there as well. This feels like an absolute last-ditch attempt by Jens. I think he'll have to commit sooner or later, but the Orc army is growing strong. We have 64 supply right now. This is looking rough for Jens. Level 3 final in the Blade Master. Actually done 1-1-1 build right now, which is interesting to see. The Wisp getting a huge connection there in the Shadow Hunter, actually. Shadow is completely dry of mana. Panda did hit level 3 in the end. There's going to be some big threats. Oh, but the Dryads though. The Dryads are just being absolutely eviscerated by the Raiders. The Keeper feels absolutely useless in this encounter as well.
He loses everything here.
Yeah, exactly. Blade Master just cleaning house. The Raiders keep catching the Dryads, which of course are super vulnerable to that siege damage. And Raiders, Panda being focused again. There is an info and health pot to transfer across, which gets popped immediately. Still health potion on the Keeper. Keeper starts taking some damage. There is no Hex available, so he is able to walk away with the Panda. The Panda is in some serious danger right now. There's no staff of preservation. No staff of preservation to save Jens' Panda, and it goes down. The level 3 Panda, the main carry of the Night Elf, goes down. The Keeper as well is not quite out of danger either. Health potion is popped. Ooh, Jens barely getting out of that situation, but has very little left to work with. Shadowhunter popping a clarity as well. Really nice heads-up play by him.
Serious pressure being put on by Orc now, I'd say. Something, take something special to get out of this one.
Absolutely right. We've got the Panda being revived in the altar right now, but it does look grim indeed. Soin here establishing himself firmly in the first game. And he takes Tidehunters against Jens, 1-0. Well guys, game 1, Soin versus Jens. Probably couldn't ask for a better series to kick things off. It really felt like from the get-go, Soin just had the game in his hands. That Blade Master harass early on was just insane.
Yeah, it was just like relentless pressure, cancel after cancel with the early buildings, and then just kept up, made more of his advantage, went for the timing of the expo to coincide with Jens, and then got cancelled, and it was all downhill then from Jens.
Absolutely.
Great performance.
Yep. Jens, I think, tried what he could to keep himself in it, but at the end of the day, that Tree of Life was just never coming up. The Orc was literally ahead economically against Elf, which is just something that should never happen. And when you've got that kind of situation, it is a huge snowball for Orc. And yeah, the Shadowhunter creeping as well was just insane. He was level 3 by like 7.5 minutes, which is just ridiculously early. And it felt like Keeper just had no impact on the game.
Yeah, the Blade Master just non-stop, wouldn't let him go, wouldn't like give him a second. I don't think he got any creeps without some kind of interference by the Blade Master to slow him down. So yeah, exceptional play.
I mean, you know yourself. What race do you play, Ross?
Orc.
You play Orc, so I'm sure
it's hard to manage harass and creep at the same time without losing a couple of units, you know?
Yeah, that's the hard part, right, is managing the two tasks at the same time. Yeah. But when you're able to, your second hero just gets so far ahead, and the Blade just keeps the other player controlled. And that seems to be kind of the winning approach there for Soin.
Yeah. multitasking, just great performance by Soin, yeah.
Absolutely. And yeah, how does Jens come back from this? It looks tough.
Yeah, it's going to be. Maybe he thinks that's the strategy for the next game. Why change it up if it's not broken, you know? So he might prepare for that same thing. Maybe have a building ready to go up to stop the Blade Master getting out or getting in next time. You know?
Yeah, it felt like the Blade was kind of too easily able to escape scot-free after doing so much damage, and then just being able to allowed to leave. That felt really bad, and it sort of felt like Jens didn't really have an inroad to start his game plan, get the hunts rolling, get the Expo crept, get the level 3 keeper. Nothing came online for him in the end.
Yeah, it was as if he wasn't expecting the Blade Master that soon, maybe expecting to get one or two small green camps, and then maybe put a bit of pressure on him then. But yeah, those few Moonwell cancels were huge. Yeah,
no, you're absolutely right. I think it's pretty typical for Orc to creep early on, at least a little bit, and then, yeah, just to have so much pressure early on just was probably something that caught him off guard. You know, Jens played against Scars previously. It went 2-1 the way of Jens, but it was a lot of creeping, right? The Blade was going mirror image, he was creeping to level 3, and he didn't really have to deal with any sort of early interactions.
Yeah, the thing with going with the keeper to grow, it really stops those grunts doing a lot of damage early game. You can target them down, but Soin didn't give him any experience points at all for those grunts. Like, so was it 2 denies? Was the first 2 grunts? Yeah,
both grunts getting denied there, which is obviously huge. I thought the impact of losing both was going to be more major for the Orc. I thought, he's going to struggle to get his levels online, and it was going to be a rougher experience. But at the end of the day, he pulled it through pretty easily in the end. And I think now I'm going to be joined by an additional newcaster here. Thank you so much, Ross. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you so much for coming on stage.
The rest of the games.
Cheers, Ross. Thank you. Hey, how's it going? So, Fiery Fox.
Hello.
Hello.
The game has already started, I see.
Yes, it has. The game has begun. Good to have you. I do believe we casted last time.
Yeah, that's true. Last year we were here together as well.
We also did as well. Thanks for coming on. And thanks again to Ross for coming on as well for game 1. And yeah, Jens versus Soin, game number 2 on Twisted Meadows. Probably one of most people's favorite maps, it has to be said, right? It usually produces banger classic games, as you say, yeah.
Yeah, you see that Jens is going for a different strategy this time, going Demon Hunter.
I almost can't believe it. Like, this guy never picks Demon Hunter, it feels like. And yeah, maybe Jens feels like it's really time to switch things up. You know, Soin just had such a stranglehold on that first game. And now Jens, he's like, well, I need to bring something else out of the box that's unexpected. And he's also doing something more unexpected than just the hero pick, but also the creep route here. Going for the greedy expo here. Which should hopefully work out, but here comes Soin again. He's sold the TP, he's got the speed scroll prepared.
Oh, he's ready to initiate. Trying to meddle in the affairs of Jens.
Oh no, he knows. Soin knows about this creep route and this opener, and this could potentially go super wrong. We've got the Ogre Magi here running back as well from the camp. Oh, the Blade Master's already here, and there's not a single creep that went the way of the Night Elf. We're going to see the first steal.
Anything. Oh, there he is!
Oh man, first steal going the way of snatching it right from Jens's grip, unfortunately. And Soin here.
Forced to retreat.
Absolutely, Soin here just being an absolute menace. And Jens, his kind of unexpected or unorthodox creep route, unfortunately not paying off whatsoever. Oh, the grunt here as well to keep the pressure on, keep track of the Demon Hunter and make sure he doesn't sneak that Ogre Magi.
Don't farm anything, and the Moonwells are all empty except for one.
This is pretty much being stuck between a rock and a hard place as it goes in these early game stages. One Moonwell already completely drained, as you pointed out. This Moonwell here also dying. Oh, the grunt actually gets web, but wait,
this could Grunt's won something there.
Oh no, this is...
Okay, you got it, you managed. But he has to be careful, he's so low HP now. Oh, and the Moonwell has to be cancelled too.
The Demon Hunter with 36 HP, that could have gotten really, really scary, but nicely done by Jens under so much pressure to actually secure the Ogre Magi, because if someone had stolen that, you would just like, I want to get out of this game right now. So, Jens,
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do that. You fight to the death.
Well, I don't know if I would fight to the death, but it would be fine. It would be fun to have him play more.
All right, here. Soin This is looking so difficult right now. Soin has so much HP and mana to work with. The Grunt is still kind of healthy as well. And the Demon Hunter feels just totally alone right now. We've got some more additional wisps coming in, but it's not like they can attack back.
Archer has been made, a second one, and he's also tiering for tier 2. So perhaps he can get something from that.
It really feels like Jens has to get something done here, like this Grunt, but the Grunt just gets away and gets heal salved. And yeah, the third Moonwell, of course, was cancelled as well, and Soin, once again, just magnificent early game harass.
Yeah, he's out for blood here. Down with the Demon Hunter, he smells that demon blood.
Demon Hunter with boots right now as well, able to chase the Grunt down potentially, but his health is so low, and the Blade Master is so healthy, I think he just can't commit. And that feels really, really bad for Jens right now. He just can't get any counter damage done. Took too much damage from his opening creep camp. And now Soin just steals his stuff.
Yeah. I think that Blade Master remembers his boss as the fellow orc. So now he has wants to revenge on that Demon Hunter there.
Yes, indeed. Oh, this is an important moment here as well. The Blade Master does actually get the last hit as well. Nothing going Jens' way right now. The Demon Hunter is quick.
27 HP. But he has another Windwalk soon ready.
Yeah, the Windwalk would have maybe gotten him close enough, but the thing is, Boots' speed gives such a huge flat bonus to movement speed. I'm not sure if Soin could have caught up to him. Maybe he knows that there's no way I would have caught up to the Demon with Boots and just didn't commit. If so, very well done. He held on to his mana and didn't actually waste anything at all.
Usually you find the Blade Master getting Boots of speed first, but this is an interesting turn of events.
Yeah, I guess Soin just didn't really have the opportunity to go back and get Boots. He's just been so aggro the whole time, and he just couldn't go back to the shop.
Too angry for that Boots.
And yeah, the Blade Master here just going to creep up, continue to take more easy camps. You know, the Blade and Grunts just creep all of these no camps super, super well. Jens finally getting his level 2 online. Does have Talisman of Evasion as well, which is decent for now.
Yeah, the only thing he really lost was that Moonwell that was destroyed by the Blade Master. And then some opportunity to get levels, I suppose.
Yeah, I think Jens was really banking on getting an early level 3 Demon Hunter and just trying to put as much pressure onto Orc as possible. Wow, Soin feels so comfortable to play such an early expansion. That is kind of crazy, kind of wild, but
against the elf being like, no, I expect first.
Exactly. Yeah, we saw that in game 1, just Soin able to get the Xbox even earlier than the elf did, which is just madness.
I don't know if he expects that. I don't think so.
Yeah, and especially on a map like Twisted Meadows, you know, the Orc could have gone either direction, right? They could have gone towards the right or the left, so you just don't know. And the Elf needs to scout supremely well on this map to counter such a play. But of course, Jens, you know, he's been under so much pressure, he needs all those wisps at home to gather the lumber.
Ooh, they're initiating. Blade Master finding a 4C Witch, being low HP.
Yeah, Soin committing right now with the Speed Scroll. I think the Naga's going to go down. Wait, the Naga goes down, didn't manage to pass the TP in time, and of course Soin here just continuing to compound his advantage.
Is he going to get blocked? Oh no, he managed to escape the block.
The Demon is so quick with Boots. Very, very hard to keep on top of him, but just losing the Naga for almost nothing. This Expo is going to come up completely undeterred.
Yeah. He doesn't have the force to deal with. Oh, there's level 2
Hex is online.
Hunter.
Whoa, this could be dangerous.
And also
potential.
the ensnare.
Wait, the ensnare. Oh, quick reactions by Jens just to go for that TP. If he didn't pull that TP right away, that could have been a dead Demon.
Yeah, with the Hex.
Some ambitious creeping right now, but I think Soin is planning to come over this way. Oh my god, this is so rough right now.
Everywhere that Jens goes, Soin will find him.
Everywhere you go, the blade will follow. And in this case, Jens is really feeling the full effect of that Ancient Warp. Just probably going to go down to the creeps, doing a lot of damage there.
Don't mess with the...
Ancient goes down. Soin just going to clean up, actually. I think this is a good idea. Get some more levels. Level 3 is going to be secured for him, and he does have the early heal scroll as well. Feels like Soin is just ready to brawl. Level 2 Demon with basically no items to his name. Just the boots from earlier and the Vampiricore, of course, which is nice.
But not if you have archers.
Exactly, not if you don't have any melee units. Only the Demon Hunter can benefit from this item, which doesn't feel amazing at this stage in the game, that's for sure. Soin's counter expansion, of course, coming up now. Finishing right this second, actually. Jens just trying to get whatever he can done. Yeah. He obviously can't defend, so he needs to get some levels, but...
There's a free expansion and gone. See, there's a level 2 crit on the Blade Master. He didn't go for the level 2 Windwalk, which would be nice to snipe more of the unit.
Yeah, I think a lot of Blade players prefer to go for the crit nowadays, and after the early game, it feels like they play a lot less of like the level 2 windwalk stealing your creeps and item style, but just rather have the combat power of that level 2 crit online. Oh, Shop in a really bad position here, actually going to get picked off to the side of the base immediately.
Oh, and there's a net on Demon Hunter. Oh, he might be in trouble. They're going to focus him down.
There's almost no Moonwalls to work with either. Jens does have the Scroll of the Beast to work with though, which will do some decent damage if he decides to pop it. Demon Hunter being focused heavily right now. Soin, of course, with only one level 1 heal wave, which is decent but not insanely good. But the heal scroll is going to be so huge against that immolation. And now the demon has to retreat, try to get whatever juice he can at the back here.
Yeah,
and
that's a lone dry being picked off.
Every Dryad is just being caught right now. The ensnare range is insane.
Just trying to go for that deer.
There we go, next ensnare coming onto Naga. The Naga has absolutely nothing to defend herself. Wait, the Demon Hunter isn't anywhere nearby, doesn't have Staff for Preservation, and the Naga's going to go down. So near.
Honestly, I think that the Orc is just getting their breakfast here, or their dinner.
He is snacking on some elves right now. This is some absolutely brutal.
I don't know how Archer stays, but I imagine that the Dryads could taste like deer, and the Naga Sea Witch could taste like, I don't know.
Something
fish?
nasty.
No, not fish. It has to be eel.
Eels, yeah, exactly. The Dryads could be venison maybe, or something like that. Something nice. But yeah, Soin definitely here, just with an insane advantage. That early expansion paying off. He knew he had such a lead. He's 70 supply already. We're barely 10.5 minutes into the game with a 70 supply army of Orc.
He wants to finish this. Smells his victory already coming. See if he can get it.
Yeah, the Naga actually still about half a minute from coming out. Jens here fighting to the last. We have so many Raiders out in the field, and the Raiders, of course, are just super, super strong against Dryads. The Demon Hunter with Immolation is fighting as hard as he can, but Jens, he can't do anything. He can't keep the hero alive. The hero goes down. Jens says, wow! He wasn't expecting such a dominant display from Soin, and Soin takes it 2-0. 6-6 display.
Yeah, it feels like he was really unlucky with that Blade Master catching his farming attempt. Creeping attempt.
Sorry, just letting the chant and the clapping of the crowd die down a little bit. They enjoyed that performance just as much as we did. Soin, as a teammate of mine as well, really happy to see him do super well. Just such a dominant display.
Yeah.
I think we're all a little bit shocked actually right now. You know, Jens came through such a tough series against Scars, and now just to go out like that against Soin, that feels rough, man. But he tried his best, and we're going to have some analysis now from the couch.